Hello and welcome to episode 7 of Minecraft Dinosaurs. Today we've got quite a few things we need to do. Like I said at the end of last episode, I ran another poll. Then this time you guys decided for me to do the Sarcosuchus as well as Stegosaurus. So, let me grab them. Oh, I'm out of bio-goo. I gotta sort that out. But I think I'm gonna do 2 Sarcos and 4 Stegosaurus. In this episode, we're going to do the Stegosaurus first, and then we'll end the episode with the Sarcosuchus. Let me make some bio-goo. There we go, I got a lot. So I'll just pop them in there, we've got 40 in each, and then we'll pop all of these guys, and let's hope that they don't fail. Okay, so we're starting off with the Stegosaurus, and I think I might pop it here, which means I gotta do a lot of clearing out. Dude, I'm so sick of flattening stuff out, man. It's just so much. There's so much. But I guess I better get started. Hello? My pickaxe? What happened to my pickaxe? Dude, my pickaxe is gone. Now I have to go get a new pickaxe. Okay, so I've just made a scarab pickaxe. It has efficiency 4. I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed about my other pickaxe. Because where did it go? Anyway, back to mining. Alright, and 8 hours later, all of this is cleared out. Yes, it's actually been 8 hours. Okay, so let me get started on this enclosure. I'm thinking something pretty simple, so what I'll do is I'll just come over here, and I'll just build up a couple. I think I'll be maybe that wide, and I'll just continue it this way. Alright, I think this is a pretty good size, and then I'm just going to connect these all up with these fences. There we go, and I do need to do a little viewing section, so I'll get rid of this. And then for like the viewing area, I'm just going to add like a little bit of shade like this. There we go, this is not actually too bad. And then I'm just going to put some stairs on the top all the way around. I'm also just going to add a little gate right here, so there's some sort of entrance. And then I'm just going to line all of the top with some fences. Now with the exterior of the enclosure sorted, now it's time to do the inside. And what I'm thinking for this, I kind of want to do like a valley that like kind of goes down into here. Well, I'm thinking I might do a big hill that makes it look like a valley that goes over here. Here we go, we've got a nice hill, and I think we'll put like a pond down here. Cool, this works, and I'm just going to fill it up with water. Alright, and then I'm just going to do the rocks and the leaves, and I may as well chuck some trees in there while I'm at it. And now I'm just going to bone meal all of the ground. Here we go, this is a nice enclosure. I'm just going to do the path all the way around now. Here we go, we've got another enclosure already ready, except I do need a feeder. So the feeder can go, let's put it up here, and then we'll pop all of these seeds in. And I think this is ready to go. So let's go off and grab these eggs. Okay, these are just cooking up, so while I wait for them to cook, I want to actually put some windows in this house. Because down here it looks pretty nice, but the more up you go, the more kind of depressing it is. And luckily I've got the resources with me. So I think we'll pop a window right here. One can go here, one right here. Oh wait, this is a roof. Okay. And this will work here. And then last one should go here. That just makes it that bit nicer. Should probably also fix up the torches. Actually, I think I want to put a window right here. There we go, it looks pretty good from the outside. Well, as good as it can look for the monstrosity that it is. Cool, all of the stego eggs are done, and so are the sarcos, so I'll pop them in the backpack. Now let's go hatch these stegosauruses. Actually, before we hatch them, let's do the statue. So let's see if we can get it. There we go, now we've got that, and let's make him bigger. Perfect. Then we'll do the base around it. Perfect. Now let's hatch the Stegosaurus. Stegosauruses. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now they're all hatching. Where's my Dinopedia? Here we go. Yep, and they're all warm. Wow. Actually, while they're hatching, I'm going to get more food for the feeder. And then put the seeds in here. Right before they hatch, hopefully. Oh, nope, they've still got a while to go. Oh, whoa, they're hatched. I was on my phone. Holy crap, they're so cute. Look at the way they waddle. Where are they running off to? It's cute kind of having like a herd of them already. Where are you going? Oh, they're going to the feeder. There we go. Awesome, now that we've got these Stegosauruses, I want to do a few non-dinosaur related things. I use a lot of rockets, just getting around the place and, you know, going to get more resources. And to get rockets, I need gunpowder, which isn't the easiest to come by. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a creeper farm. That way I can pretty much have infinite rockets. Okay, so now I need to decide on where I'm going to put this farm. And luckily there's like an ocean right here. So if I go far enough into the ocean, where those chunks over there aren't loaded. Let's say right here, and I build up. This looks like it'll be the perfect location for the farm. Okay, so according to the tutorial I'm following, I need to get up to Y250, which is really high. And then I need to put this chest down here, and then I need to just plug some hoppers into it, and then make all these hoppers fit into these hoppers. Okay, actually I messed up. I need to put them all going into one hopper here. And then I need to build all the way around. Now I need to build these up to 19 blocks. You probably don't want a full tutorial on how to build this thing, so I'm only going to update you on a few steps. I don't actually know what I'm doing with this farm, like at all. But I hope it works. Okay, and now I just need to put some water in the corners. And hopefully, yep, and then it'll start pushing me towards the middle, but I do need to get out of here, otherwise I'm gonna die. This looks like it's working. I really hope that it does what it needs to do. And now I'm going to move on to the first spawning layer of the farm. So if this layer doesn't work, I am screwed. And now I've got to actually put a snow golem in the middle. This is going to be the first one of the world. Are we ready? That was kind of anticlimactic. And there is the last snow golem. It's pretty big. So now I'm just going to add a roof to the top. Perfect, and then I'm just going to put some torches on the top so nothing spawns on the actual farm itself. Here we go, I'm just going to expand the bottom platform. Oh no. Well, they're definitely already spawning. There we go, that's all repaired, and I'll just put these slabs on the bottom here. Perfect. It works. This is great. This is so good. Now I can finally get heaps more rockets. In just 2 minutes, I've already got a bunch more rockets. That's so good. But I do need looting on my sword, so I'm gonna go see if I can get that. And in less than 5 minutes, I now have 317 rockets. But that's enough for the creeper farm for now. But this guy down here has something to do with my next plan. How you doing, man? Time to die. I want to make an XP farm in the end. Okay, so it's time to head to the end, because I've already got all of the resources I need on me. Alright, here we are, and over here will probably do. Alright, so I'm just going to bridge all the way away from the island. And like last time, I'm just going to do some more of the farm and then update you as I go. Awesome, I've already got this stand up here ready to go. I need to kill some endermen for their ender pearls for the next step. Okay, now I just need to do now I just need to summon an endermite, which this might take a while. I'm actually going to take my elytra off for this one. I'm going to call him Mr. Mite, get a minecart. Oh, I might have messed up. I need him to be this way. There we go. Okay, I got him on the part he needs to be. Cool. And then I'll just drop him down. Just gonna make sure it's the right one. Perfect. Place a carpet in front of him. There we go. Get rid of all of this. Oh, ow, that hurts. Awesome. Now this should be a working enderman farm. If I just go down here. Here we go. Look at all of these. And I'll never need any more ender pearls ever again. And finally, I'm back in the overworld. How are the Stegosauruses doing? Good, good. I think this next enclosure is going to be right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear out this way. And while I'm busy doing that, you should get busy as well and, you know, subscribe. Wow, that is probably the worst way I've ever asked anyone to subscribe. Alright, and then let's get started on this enclosure. So I'm going to do the same thing I did before and just create pillars every 6 blocks. And I'm just going to connect them all up at the bottom. And over here, I actually want to take these down a little bit. Before I continue with this, I'm going to put glass in between all of these. Alright, now that all this glass is here, I'm going to create a big pond. And then from that pond, I'm just going to do like a river. And then I'm going to do like a fork in the pond that goes off this way. Just nothing too big. And for the pond, I'm just going to make a few different layers for depth. Okay, now I just got to do a layer of dirt so I can fill this all up with water. And now I'm just going to fill it up with water. Alright, cool. And I just got to get rid of all the dirt. Alright, and now I'm just going to go in and place all this kelp like I did with the live pleurodon enclosure. Just so I can make all of this water extremely solid. Alright, now that the water's complete, I'm going to turn over here into a bit of a hill. And then I'm just going to do the same over here. And I think I'm going to do the opposite for over here. I think I'm going to take it down a little bit. And now I'm just going to finish this fence off by raising it up by 1. And then I'm going to connect it through the middle with some slabs. And then I'm just going to put some walls on top of all of them. And I'm going to continue with this little viewing section here by raising it up with some logs. And then I'm just going to lower this by, whoops, that was more than I meant to do. I'm just going to lower this section. And then I'm just going to do a staircase going up here. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. Here we go. Now we have this nice little viewing section where you can look underwater, as well as you can just see the entire enclosure. But for now, I'm just going to do the path all the way around. Alright, and then I'm just going to strip these logs. I'm also just going to pop the doors down here. And I'm just going to put some rocks around. And then I'm just going to put some leaves around. And then I'm just going to place a few trees around. So maybe just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? 7. And before I continue along here, I'm going to do this skeleton. So let's see if I can get the Sarco. Perfect. Let's make him bigger. Oh, now he's facing me. Face this way. We'll do the platform underneath him. Perfect. Cool. Now I can just bone meal the ground and a little bit of the water. And here we go. I think this is the Sarcosuchus enclosure finished. I like it. I like it a lot. And I feel like I'm not done yet with dinosaurs. So I think I'm going to make some compies and then do a compy enclosure. So let's go find a place to put the compies. I think right here will do. I think this will do for the size of it because I have a plan. So I'm just going to dig it down a little bit. And then I'm just going to pop some dirt on the ground. Oh, I guess grass grew. And then I'm just going to put some walls on the edges. Perfect. And we can just do a little bit of terrain in here just by raising these edges up. And what I'll do here is I'll just find a way to put a door in, just like this. And just pop a trapdoor here, just so I can get in and out. I'll put some ladders in there later. Now I'll just put the ladder in. And then I can also just fill the top in with some glass. Alright, also now I've also got a feeder that I can pop in here. Middle works, and I'll just pop some food in. And the reason this is so small is because I want to do kind of like a burrowing system. And I think this will work. And here we go. Here's the little system for the compies. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to mine it all one down. Cool, and then I'll start replacing the floor with dirt that will turn into grass. And then I'm just going to replace the walls with some spruce. Perfect. Now we've got this little... now we've got this compy enclosure that's just a maze. I don't know, I thought it was just a nice goofy enclosure to do. And then we can hatch these dinosaurs. Oh my god, the eggs are tiny. Now we just wait for these guys to hatch. I do need more meat though, because we're running very low on meat. Maybe I'll just do some bone meal while I wait. That's better. That's a little bit nicer. Up, and they're moving and grooving. Here we go, we've got some compies. Wow, they're so small. I can remove the torches now. I'll put some more bone meal down, except for this tall grass. And I can head out. At some point, I'll get more compies in here, because there's not that many. And eventually, you're going to be able to go through here and track them to see where they are. I should also probably do the path all the way around. Okay, now let's go hatch these Sarcos. Okay, and I think we should hatch them here. So 1, 2. I'll surround them with torches. Cool, now I can just wait for them to hatch. Any moment now, they're going to start dancing. Yeah, okay, cool. They're smoothing, they're moving, they're grooving, they're but I don't know what this bit is. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Any second, come on. It's taking a sec. Yeah, here we go. Oh my god, they're adorable. They're so cute. Oh, they're immediately going for a swim. Wait, have I got a feeder in here? Oh, I do not have a feeder in here. Okay, so I gotta just craft one real quick. Pop the feeder in there. Okay, cool. I'll just put some meat in. Wait, where did they go? Look at these guys, they're so cute. Let me sleep real quick. Yeah, these guys are absolutely adorable. Wait, let me go into the viewing section. Yeah, this is cool. I like this. I like this a lot. They're so cute. But anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I do have a little bit of news. I'm going to be away for a few weeks, so I've recorded a bunch of videos in backup. So it's probably going to be a while before you see the next episode of this series. But that doesn't mean you can't watch the other videos I released during that time. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. Press start.